My name is Masuma and I am from Detroit, Michigan. Um, I took this course because I needed to complete my Gen Eds requirement. Um, what I expect to get out of this class is to understand a little bit more of the history of Black Studies, a little bit more, and like get into the specific and delve more into it because, like, before high school, before college and high school, elementary, and middle school, you're taught about the generalization and broad of slavery, but you never go into the specifics about it, and that's what I would learn and try to gain more knowledge of it. I initially thought that this course was about the Caribbean culture, as it says in the title, but as I've read more into it, I've seen that it's not just that. It's more than that. It's about how some groups of the same group of people share the same journey and the the brutalness that they've all gone through and how it changed today's society because of that. I think that this course is relevant today because even till this day, slavery is still talked about, and it affects a lot of people, and it gets to them in ways you wouldn't think it would, and some people, because of slavery and all of that has happened, it has shaped them into becoming the person that they are today. One quote from the James Black Jacobins is from chapter 1, The Property, and it's on page 8, and it's the third paragraph, and it says that twice a day at 9 and at 4 they received their food. To the slave traders they were articles of trade and no more. A captain held up by calms or adverse winds was known to have poisoned his cargo. Another killed some of his slaves to feed the others with the flesh. They did not die only from regime, but from grief and rage and despair. They undertook vast hunger strikes, undid their chains, and hurled themselves on the cruel and futile attempts to insurrection. What could the inland tribesmen do on the open sea in the complicated sailing vessels? To brighten their spirits, it became the custom to have them up on the deck once a day and force them to dance. Some took the opportunity to jump overboard, uttering cries of triumph as they cleared the vessel and disappeared below the surface. This passage really stuck with me because I never knew how bad people got treated. I've always heard, I knew it was very cruel as how the slaves were treated, but I didn't know that it would to this extent because I never knew the specifics about it. And after reading this, it's just sad to think that such a time existed in this world and that people had to go through it, and it was normal, and others thought that it was okay for other groups of people to go through it because of their skin color. And I don't think that was fair, because if this were to happen today, then I don't think that anyone would tolerate it. I mean, I know there are genocides going across the country and whatnot, and people are getting killed every day, but not to this extent, and it's not tolerated. That's all. Thank you.